Labor Day, capping off a summer of travel chaos for thousands of Americans stranded at airports while flight costs are surging. Domestic airfare up 23% and international airfare up 34% this holiday weekend. Casey Murray, president of the Southwest Airlines Pilots Association, is here to react. Casey, good morning to you. Let's start with these prices. Flying right now is more expensive than ever before. Why is that? And do you expect this to be a trend that continues?
Well, thanks for having me, Carly. And yes, actually, we absolutely do. As we've seen, the airlines have had to cut back due to staffing shortages, flights after flights after flights. So the seats aren't there, and they're paying a premium for them.
Well, a lot of people do not feel like they're getting their money's worth right now. We just flew up some of the information as you were talking. Since 2019, flight delays are up 25%, cancellations up 33%. You've been on talking about these delays and cancellations before. Why is this still happening?
Well, I don't think there's been a proactive really take on any of the airlines and Southwest especially to really get a handle on how many flights they're selling and the staffing it takes to actually operate those flights.
You know, Pete Buttigieg, he's the transportation secretary. He's facing a lot of criticism right now for these delays and cancellations, whether it's warranted or not. Do you think it is warranted? Do you think the Biden administration could be doing more to get flights out there and up in the air on time?
Well, I really think it's incumbent upon the airlines themselves to police themselves. They're the ones that are going to have to sell, these tickets to our guests and deliver on a promise to get them from A to B.
Yeah, on Monday, the total disruptions, we have them. Total delays over 17,000, total cancellations almost 3,000. I was reading an article recently, and it said that if your flight takes off and lands on time, it's similar to spotting a unicorn. People just don't feel like that's happening right now. When do you expect things to get better?
Well, as long as they continue to sell the numbers of seats over their staffing. It's Southwest. It's coming down to a lot of our frontline employees. 41,600 of our frontline employees have open contracts. Us being pilots are just one of them. We are the most productive pilots in the world. Our pilots are doing everything they can. They're flying on off days, sometimes involuntarily, to try to get our passengers where they need to be.
So you say that it's up to the individual airlines to fix this issue. So if you could talk to all the CEOs, what would you tell them to do?
Well, I have been telling our current CEO that, listen, this has gone on for over 18 months. I was on your show. Actually, I've been on numerous times, but 14 months ago, I was on your show saying the exact same things.
And what would they be?
Well, we have to get a handle. The largest part of our delays are actually crew, or actually pilots. They are not getting, or they're not connecting pilots to airplanes, and we've got to get a handle on that. It's been plaguing Southwest for years, and there has to be a more proactive hand in correcting a lot of the mismanagement on the flight operations side.
Yeah, that's right. And Pete Buttigieg did release a statement on this front. He said these flight delays and cancellations, it's more than just time wasted. It's missed birthday parties. It's missed important meetings. It's people's lives that are so greatly affected by this over and over again. Casey Murray, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. We hope this issue goes away soon.